5 tips to become a better producer today. Tip number 1, study other songs. Pick a beat from a song that you like and ask yourself, why do I like this beat? Is it the drums, the mix, the chords? Pick apart that beat as much as you can and do your very best to try and recreate it. Whether it's the sound selection or the drum sequencing, when you're referencing great tracks and trying to recreate them, you're indirectly learning new and valuable techniques that you can implement in your own beats. Pablo Picasso is quoted saying, "Good artists copy, but great artists steal." Obviously, that's in the context of paintings and visual art, but I believe that the same principles could be used within music. A good producer will copy what popular songs are doing, but a great producer will analyze those songs, figure out what techniques they're using, and then implement those techniques in their own original beats. Tip number 2, understand that music theory is important. Now I know, don't click off the video just yet. Music theory is hard and boring. Everyone knows that, but it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be studying textbooks and learning all the complicated diminished ninth chords in order to understand it. It can be as simple as understanding basic chords that you know will be a baseline to sound good. Not only will it improve the quality of your beats, but it'll also improve the efficiency of which you will make those quality beats. Let me explain. Let's go back to tip number 1 and reference a track. I like this new song, Heaven on Earth by Lil Tecca, produced by Benny X. Alright, so I got the song all loaded up here. Another bonus tip you could do is run it through Serato Sample and then click this microphone here and it'll take the vocals out for you. It doesn't work great, but just to give you a clearer sense of what the instrumental sounds like. So let's just listen to it real quick. The bass line sounds like this. What I like to do after I get the bass is figure out what, like, the melody, so it sounds like. Yeah, the first chord sounds kind of like a sus, so I think it's like this. These chords that we can use here, we can change the structures of them and slow it down. And just like that, we now have a general layout of a few chords that we know will sound good together. So then we can rearrange them, change the timing, transpose them, and use them in our own beats. That's it. That's really all music theory is. It's simply just figuring out what chords sound good together. Now, if you want to get more into the nitty-gritty of music theory, Andrew Huang does a great 30-minute lesson all about it that really gets into like scales and keys and all that type of stuff. It's a little more complicated, but I definitely recommend checking it out. Tip number 3. Learn the piano. I cannot stress enough how beneficial it is to learn how to play the piano as a producer. Not only will it make learning new chords way easier and efficient, but with how good sample banks and plugins are, if you know how to play the piano and you have a MIDI keyboard, you have access to playing any instrument right at your fingertips. For example, I've been wanting to learn how to play the guitar for months now, but it's just been sitting in the corner and collecting dust because I created this excuse that I can play the guitar on my piano and it sounds 90% as good. So why would I need to learn the real guitar? Alright, like check this out. This is TC Ilya Efimov electric guitar with no plugins on it. This is just the raw sound. Like, it sounds so good. If you just throw a little chorus. Side note, I still want to learn. I've just been procrastinating also, but that's a whole other thing. With the ability to play basic keys, you have a whole orchestra, rock band, collection of synths right at your fingertips that you can play very easily and efficiently. You don't need to be rocking out and shredding the keys in order to be a good producer, but it'll certainly help you get there faster.
If I could just play it, I'd play it, but I can't, so I have to draw it.
Tip number 4, simplify your tracks. Some of the best beats of all time have only been a few elements, like less than 5. For example, Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake, produced by Timbaland, is literally only 5 instruments: a kick, snare, hi-hat, percussion, and a synth. But but it's the simplicity of it that makes it so great. The space within the beat gives it a great groove and allows a ton of room for Justin Timberlake to go nuts on the vocals. Now, I know that that's a pretty extreme example, and that's honestly one of the simplest beats you'll find. But my point is that you don't need 100 mixer tracks in your DAW in order for your beat to be great. Simple drums and simple melodies usually lead to catchier songs and better productions. Tip number 5, quantity over quality. Until it isn't. Now, if you're a beginner producer, I have a harsh truth to tell you. Your first beats are going to suck. You may think they're great now, but you'll go back and listen to them a couple years later and think, man, this shit is ass. For example, here's a beat that I made from 2017. September 9th, 2017. So let's listen. I don't even know what's going on. But the saving grace and all that is that everyone's beats sucked. And everyone is always getting better. Jay Dilla, Pharrell, Metro Boomin. Their beats all sucked when they started, but you just gotta keep practicing. Steph Curry didn't just pick up a basketball one day and become the greatest shooter of all time. He spent hours in the gym, perfecting his craft, working on his mechanics, shooting 1,000,000 shots a day. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't be worried about perfection or making the perfect beat. You should just have fun with it. Don't spend too much time on a singular beat. Make a beat every single day and try to make the next beat 1% better than the last. If you do that for 100 days, I guarantee you will be a significantly better producer than you were at the start. And if you don't believe me, I have proof. I did it 2 times on my Instagram where I made a beat every single day for 100 days and upload it. And you can go back. The beat on day 1 was not nearly as good as the beat on day 100. So my point of all that is that if you focus on quantity, the quality will follow and catch up. All right, that's about all I got for you guys today. I hope you learned something new, and if you did, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.